Anglican care services reach far and wide. In Cairns, the Anglican Board of Mission is supporting the social programs and spiritual work of Indigenous communities. The local theological college, Wantap Booyah College, trains people in community leadership and Indigenous culture, as well as theology. Through the college, a local community centre has been established that works in crime prevention for young people, providing community activities and outreach programs. It has been a great success.
Because it gives them somewhere to go. They can come here and play the computers, or they can play pool, or play the music or games, and it keeps them off the street. You know, I think it has a really good impact.
It's been a very important sort of factor to my life, and I believe to a lot of the brothers and sisters that sort of been through it when I was there.
We also need to remember, as Anglican agencies in Australia, that we have a connectedness and a responsibility with our Anglican agencies and the Anglican communion across the world, so that our mission is not just national, but it's international as well.
Anglican care agencies, such as Anglican Board of Mission, Anglicord, and the Church Missionary Society, are working in over 30 of the world's poorest countries in Africa, the Middle East, Latin America, Southeast Asia, and the Pacific. Just one example of the extensive work done by Anglican care agencies around the world is the vital health programs being delivered to remote villages in Papua New Guinea.
85% of the population in Papua New Guinea live in rural areas, and they're the most isolated areas, the most difficult ones to get to. The people who are sick come into our health centres and our aid posts, and they're diagnosed by the health workers there, and the treatment is provided. And then the other part of our work is preventive. Traditionally, the emphasis in the work has been on the treatment. We're trying to change that emphasis, because obviously the treatment is important, but we think more important is preventing people from getting sick in the first place.
We try to build community at every level of what we do, and to be honest, that's not easy sometimes, because often the countries in which we work are divided, conflicted countries, and so it does take significant effort to actually help facilitate community.
In our own region, the Church in the Solomon Islands provided essential services when the country was shattered by internal conflict.
We could go behind the enemy lines, bring some food and supplies, basic needs to the people on the other side, and then come back again. Many times we were held at gunpoint, and it was dangerous work, but like, who else would do it?
The Anglican Board of Mission and Anglicord now support the vital role of the Church in building a more stable, peaceful country.
Making a difference in the lives of the people is really what motivates me to keep on going, because I see the changes that are taking place, and I feel that I am contributing in some way in rebuilding back the lives of the people.
The work of Anglican care agencies goes beyond the individual services they provide. These agencies are actually shaping our community and giving disadvantaged people and communities a voice.
Anglican care agencies, I think, also have a responsibility in their work to speak out against issues of injustice and poverty, so that we're not only advocates in our roles, but we're also an influencing community.
I have access to children in the street and in the flats that are in poverty. I also have access to a larger organisation with a social action research department, and also we're asked, we're invited by governments to comment on what causes child poverty. So I have an impact on that. I'm able to make a statement about what that's about because I work with children in poverty. So it's 3 steps, from a child in a flat to a government. It's 3 steps. That's very unusual. Usually it's 15 or 16 steps.
Anglican care agencies are fighting for social justice and alleviating poverty. Anglican care agencies are building positive relationships, strengthening communities, and transforming people's lives.
Poverty often is seen as excluding people. We need to find ways in which people can be included at all the very basic levels, which will then give them opportunities into entering into the fullness of the possibility of life for themselves and in the places in which they live, so that we build authentic community, authentic relationship, and at the end of the day, authentic friendship.
I suspect that one of the things that enables church organisations to be right at the forefront of mission and really helping people is the commitment to relationship. I mean, relationship with God and relationship with others. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
If we didn't have the kind of Anglican organisations and the non-government and not-for-profit organisations facilitating this, then we wouldn't do it, because we can't do it. Yeah. So that's what people need to understand. It does make a huge difference.